So, BizTech AI Implementation Workshop, Jason, just give me a high-level overview of what business professionals will learn from spending some time learning about that.
Our workshop is going to first and most basically just be an introduction to AI and its impact on business. There's some potential out there to elevate productivity, and I think we need to introduce some businesses to this. But you can't do this without putting some safeguards in place. It's really good that your employees are learning to use new tools, and they keep on that learning track. I mean, that alone is a benefit to businesses. At first, we're going to explain a few of the AI fundamentals. We're going to ask users, how many of you are using chatbots right now? What's your favorite one? What do you like about it? Well, let's dive into those. We're going to help them say, hey, let's look at one of these. Start asking some simple questions like, hey, is this email spam, or is it a phishing? Is it a phishing campaign? Let's just ask AI something like that and make it useful right off the bat. We really want to practice some AI skills with employees, like problem-solving techniques, enhanced decision-making. We're going to streamline communications, things that they're not really difficult with AI. They're a huge benefit. We want to help people to utilize AI to make informed decisions. Making informed decisions really strengthens your confidence, right? I think that's huge. That's one thing personally that it's done for me. Once I've done a little research, I feel my decision has got something behind it. Of course, we've got to go into data hygiene, right? There is no way that you're going to give up company secrets, personal information, proprietary data. These things should never be shared with an AI tool. Never. We need to introduce new chatbots, new tools, something, maybe everyone's probably familiar with things like Gemini, Copilot. How about NotebookLM, which is huge? How about Perplexity? These are still free. They're or a little sign up. So we're not getting into something that's an expenditure yet. I love these tools because they just document what your thoughts throughout the day, at the very least. And then you get some feedback from them. In this multitasking environment that we all work in, sometimes you just need that. Hey, I got an idea popped into my head. Let me just put it in my chatbot real quick, see what comes out, see if it's viable. Let's see. We definitely want to we want to learn how to question AI for the best results. We want to make sure we know how to use AI to gather relevant information, product reviews. We want to make sure that we question it properly so that we're not getting product reviews from 6 years ago. We're getting new product reviews. We're putting in there, tell me the pros and cons of these things. We're asking we're going to explain prompting a little bit and how to get into a little more detail there. Lastly, I think I really want to show businesses how to use AI to narrow the skills gap. And I know you're gonna agree with me on this one, I'm sure. But as a marketing agent, Emmanuel, you're expected to be knowledgeable about all of your clients' businesses.
Sure.
And all of the industries they're involved in. And it's a lot. So, I'm sure you're gonna like AI, and you're gonna maybe question it. What's going on in the computer industry this year? What's going on in the industrial IT environment? I mean, I don't understand a word that I hear on the news, something like that.
Right. Yeah. What's IoT? What? Yeah, exactly.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, and well, it's only an hour, maybe an hour and a half. We'll stick around for a while. If people are really interested, I'm really excited about this because I want to introduce people to the AI and how to use tools properly. It's not so much in the workplace. in the workplace too. I want to show people how to use it in the workplace and use it safely so that your bosses are okay with it.
Now, if a company hasn't started implementing AI or their people aren't implementing AI yet, is this going to be basic enough to be able to help those people who have very little understanding?
Most definitely. I would love to sit down with a manager and say, hey, let's use AI to help us develop a policy, an AI policy. How do I want my employees to utilize them? Maybe we can restrict them to certain agents. Let's say we're only going to use Copilot or something of that nature. Let's say, we got to, of course, we got to educate them about data hygiene. Those simply right there. And I believe we can use AI to bring us up a checklist at the very least, something to put in the employee handbook.
And then is this a workshop that we could maybe do over 2 or 3 sessions versus one long session?
I would love to. If they wanted to go that route, we would, we're it's all about the education here. It's not about the time frame. And if people are more excited and the company is willing to give them time, we'll take it.
Will you do a pretty thorough tools review if people are already using tools and make some assessments on existing tools they're using?
Of course. So the way I plan this is I will actually have one of my employees, one of my techs, in working with the the users as we speak, as we're talking about it, as we're trying to introduce people. We're going to go right to them. Who's using the chatbot? Or my tech's going to go right there and start working with them. Hey, try this. Hey, did you see this feature? Did you know you can save the thread?
Nice. So it's going to be hands-on. You'll start at the beginning, can be broken up into short sessions if needed, or one long session if they prefer. And then, does it matter what industry they're in?
Not really. That because we got AI. We'll just ask AI, what? All right. But I really love ahead of time. I'm gonna know. I'm gonna talk with management and they're gonna approve this course. We're gonna say, sure, all right, and we'll keep it within these boundaries.
All right, good. And do they need to be a client of yours already, or will you do this with other companies also?
Oh, we'll do it with any company.
Okay. All right. Well, that sounds good. Anything else we should add?
I think we covered it.